91, we have Roman Reigns versus CM Punk, the best in the world versus the OTC one. And I gotta say, this feud, these segments, the promos, they've all been great, especially the one after the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns won the Rumble, and he chose Punk, he challenged him, he called him out for mocking him. He called him out for making his life a living hell. He mentioned the Zebras shit. He mentioned the fact that he almost brainwashed him and his cousins, the Usos. And also, he said that at WrestleMania, in the main event, he will make CM Punk acknowledge him. That was mic drop right there. Like, that was cinema. Like, Roman Reigns cooked Punk absolutely in this first segment. He even mentioned that he hates him, and I can't blame him. I don't even like Punk either. I don't know why people still chant his name. But anyway, then, this segment got everyone excited. Like, this shit was trending all over social media. Like, this is the main event of WrestleMania 42. Then we got the second segment where Roman said that they brought Punk back to entertain 30 and 40-year-old virgins that still live with their mom and dad. They brought Punk back to sell a few t-shirts and maybe draw a house in Chicago. That they didn't bring him back to be champion. That's too much responsibility, that's too much power, that's above his pay grade, and that they can't trust him, that he's a liar and he lies to everyone and they believe him. And also he says that he's hanging out with Roman's cousins, but they know the truth, that and he said that he's gonna put his Punk ass on one of John Cena's retirement tours after he wins the World Heavyweight Championship and takes it from him at Mania. And he said that he will send him to NXT, and when he's done teaching the next generation, that he will send it to Roman. Roman will smash all there. Roman cooked him again this segment. Punk said that, who is we? Do you got some Samoan goblets in your pocket or something, that you're alone in your room, you're alone, your boss, you're chasing me? This is what I like to see. You can't do anything on your own. I'm the one carrying you straight to WrestleMania. Yada yada yada, whatever. And also he said that he doesn't care if Roman loves him. This dude was just talking crap. Then he says he's going to bury Roman Reigns, that he won't have to be alone because he's gonna bury him next to his father. Cheap shot. He didn't have anything to say, so he just found that one and just altered it and walked away. No, you could have stayed in the ring and let Roman kick your ass. Then we got the third segment, and Roman, said that Phil, which is Punk, hasn't main evented anything, that he couldn't even main event a live tour in Europe, let alone WrestleMania. Then Roman, starts taunting him, as the crowd is chanting, CM Punk. He says they're calling for you to say something special. Punk says, yeah, I was calling for you, but you sent your cousins instead because you're too chicken shit to show up. Then he says he's a habitual stepper, that he says and does whatever he wants, that who is the real tribal chief. And Roman says, which one's the real tribal chief? Roman said he has been yearning for 5 years straight, and it's true. Then Roman, calls him out and says, you are trite. You're redundant. You repeat the same shit over and over and over. Oh, he's not here. He's a part-timer. Good. Maybe you should figure out what the top dollar players do. Why don't you go ask your wife? The crowd react. Oh. Then Roman said, until you can come up with something that can actually faze me, don't waste my time, Phil. Like, he's wasting his time, honestly, because he's just been talking trash. Then Punk gets in Roman's way while Roman's about it. Then he says, my belt, my ring, my show. I tell you when you can come and when you can go. And not young boy, now is not the time. I can see it, I can feel it. I'm in your head. I'm under your skin. Go ahead, look at that sign. It's the last time you main event WrestleMania, because I'm gonna beat you, split your ego in two, lift you up with all my punk. I'm in there screaming CM Punk, and I'm gonna pin you at the grandest stage of them all. I mean, bruh. This dude, man, when he talks, you just don't believe. The Roman says, I didn't want to go here because there's just so much rich history to tap into. Enough is enough, you're delusional. I'm the most successful superstar you've ever run into. We all know when the talking is done, you can't do the walking. You know that you're nothing to me. You can't do anything I do in this ring. You're not faster than me. You're not stronger than me. You're not better looking than me. And also that you, the tattoo on your waist, it's an embarrassment. That you're a try hard, making us all look terrible. Man, because at the end of the day, you're old and Punk snaps, bro. He couldn't take it, man. Like, oh shit. Roman got him right there. Obviously, Roman's gonna mention Punk's pet dog Larry, who passed away, but they changed plans. And I mean, security comes to separate them, and Roman's just laughing at Punk. Like, Punk showed his true colors in front of the whole world. And Roman is now in his head. I mean, bruh. Roman says that there ain't nothing real about Punk, that he's a hypocrite. All you gotta do is say the right thing and you jab in the right way. And that WrestleMania is going to remind everyone who runs the company, and that CM Punk will acknowledge him and apologize to his family. I mean, Roman's just great, man. Like, that he praises San Antonio, says they've been wonderful. I mean, look at this all the way up. This is what happens when the tribal chief comes to town, and it's true. No one is coming to these shows if Roman ain't around. Then he says they should get home safe, that he loves them. Then we get, I think this is like the fourth segment or the fifth segment. Roman says that Jimmy and Jay, they should leave his ring, let him handle Punk on his own. Punk then says that Roman should stay, that he needs all the help, that Jay can go. He knocks out Jay. Jimmy goes to fight him. Then Roman comes in with a Superman punch, drops him. They made it look like Roman, couldn't do anything without the Usos. Roman was about to fight. He was about to go. Then Jay reminded him who he really is, told him to get him, smash him, smash him all, get him loose. Roman spared the shit out of Punk. Like, I've been waiting for this, honestly. Spared the shit out of this dude and drops him. I mean, bruh, this was awesome, man. The crowd reacted. Like, Roman was reminding me of 2020 Roman Reigns, when he was the tribal chief, when he held the company on the chokehold for. Then, Jay says, get him, Moose. Roman, listens to Jay the whole time, kicks Punk out of the ring like the trash that he is, grabs him, throws him into the ring post. I mean, bruh, this was nasty. Carries him, grabs his head, slams his face into the ring post. I mean, bro, oh my god. Like, Punk couldn't do shit, man. But here's the thing, Roman didn't even need Jay then to handle Punk. He grabs Punk, gives him a power bomb through the table. I mean, bruh, the crowd popped for this. Security couldn't even do a damn thing, because I mean, look at Roman. Roman beat up there. Roman grabs Punk and starts saying, what do you think you were gonna do now, huh? What were you gonna do now, huh? Punch the crap out of him. The crowd is chanting, one more time, one more time. Honestly, I wanted to see more, but Roman then retreated. I mean, he started walking away. Then Punk starts laughing, saying that I'm not the one who needs help. Then we get the last segment. Roman comes in, Punk's music hits, after Roman destroyed him at the Tonight Show where Jimmy Fallon was there, and Roman cooked him again. Roman takes off his jacket and is ready to fight, and they go at it, start throwing punches, I mean, I didn't like this brawl because they made Roman look weak and Punk look strong. I mean, Punk is older than Roman. Roman is younger, and Roman does everything better than Punk. He drops him. I mean, bruh. Punk is shit, man. Like, man, I just like this part, man. The Roman tries to throw him out of the ring and Punk reverses it and throws Roman away instead. I mean, they were just making Punk look strong. Like, what the hell? And he starts beating Roman, slam his head into the table, starts punching, you know, slamming into the ring post. Security comes to separate them. I mean, I'm sick and tired of this security. Then Roman starts fighting back. That's my OTC one. Grabs him. He's about to hit him with a power bomb through the table, but security interferes. Roman shoves them away, grabs him, lifts him up again, and Punk fights back. I mean, bruh. On a normal day outside the ring, Roman beats Punk. He lifts Roman up, about to hit the GTS. Then, Roman spares the shit out of one of the security. Punk, grabs him, hits him with the GTS, and Roman sells this beautifully, man. Like, crazy sell, like, hell of a sell. Punk looking tired as shit. I mean, Roman selling your move like it's a big thing. He starts punching. Then he lifts him up with the help of the security, you can imagine, and puts him through the table and starts saying, "Who's the old one now, huh?" I mean, bruh, Punk, shut the hell up, man. Like, you ain't shit, man. You're old, you're washed, bruh. He starts mocking Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. Punches him, and then he stands tall. Then we get, the so-called pipe bomb, where he calls out Roman, calls out The Rock, calls out TKO, says that Roman, like, is a failure, that Roman was handed everything, that he had to earn it, that Roman's a Nepo baby, that he's plastic, that Rock was a Hollywood star, he says that Roman can't control him, neither can they, TKO control him. I just hope The Rock shows up at Mania and puts this guy in his place, because he's been calling out The Rock ever since, I think, ever since Elimination Chamber. And he's just smiling. I mean, what was it? I was bored to death watching this whole thing. The crowd was just cheering, "Woo! CM Punk, CM Punk." Whatever, man. He won't be able to say all this shit in Roman's face. He is lucky that Roman is not here and he's a part-timer. But here's the thing, Roman's a bigger star than Punk. And he knows it. Roman is everything Punk wanted to be. Then he also says that Roman can talk about the number of times he has main evented Mania, blah, 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 blah. I mean, Punk is hot. The fact that he hasn't main evented Mania as much as Roman. Then, talks about Roman's failed football career, calls out Pat McAfee, calls out TKO, says they should reduce the prices, lower the ticket prices, blah, 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 yada, yada, whatever. They says that he wants everyone to come and watch him stomp Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. It ain't gonna happen, Punk. Like, bruh, you're done for. Spare 1, 2, 3, new world heavyweight champion. OTC 1 Roman Reigns. Your time is up, Punk. Just know that. Then the second match, Jade Cargill vs Rhea Ripley for the women's championship. Honestly, this first promo segment they had, Jade mentioned the word respect a number of times. I respect you, Rhea, for everything you've done in this company, for how you won the chamber and like, challenged me. Then she mentions that I'm not impressed. Says that you may be muscular, but I'm more muscular. Your arms may be big, but mine is bigger. Your legs may be big, but mine is bigger. Blah, blah, blah. They were just talking about her body. Like, it was just boring. Honestly, no chemistry. I mean, bruh. Rhea was just listening to her the whole time. Jay said that she's gonna beat the hell out of Rhea Mania, that there's nothing Rhea can do because she's that bitch. Drops the mic, then Rhea grabs the mic and says that your body is built for show, mine is built for fighting, and that's what I've been doing in this company ever since. and that at Mania I'm going to take the title from you by force, and there's nothing you can do about it because I'm that bitch. Repeats the same thing. I mean, bruh. Two of them were just giving the same script, honestly, like to show you how bad they are at promos. I mean, they should have learned from the likes of Roman. Come on. Then, we get another segment where Jay says that anytime she shows up, every lady at the locker room or backstage can't even look at her. Like, they can't even stand up to her that she's that bitch that she's gonna beat Rhea Ripley's ass at Mania, blah blah blah. You know? Then Rhea's music, like it hits. Okay, it doesn't hit yet. Jade is just talking her shit. Just talking trash, saying that she's gonna retain her title, blah blah blah. Then Rhea shows up. Then Jade docks her. She retreats. I mean, is it just me or the Jade looked like the same size as Rhea? I guess you're putting on heels. The Rhea says like you like to talk. I'm here now. Why don't we fight? Why are you retreating? But just know this, at Mania, I'll make you my bitch. That you're not a D, you're not even an A. Oh my god, man. The crowd, were poppy for Rhea. I mean, then we got the third segment where, like, Rhea says, like, are we gonna keep talking all day or are we gonna fight? Hit me, come on, like, do something. The crowd, popping, cheering. I mean, the build so far has been awful. Then, Jay says, no, I won't do that. It will be on my time or my term or whatever. Then, Michi and Bifa, who Jade has been kicking their asses for weeks, come and then they jump Rhea, fights back, but she gets outnumbered and outmatched. The numbers game, the usual Judgment Day stuff, shenanigans, all that crap. Then, Jade, kicks her in the face, hits her with the Jaded and tells her, you ain't shit, you ain't getting my title. Blah, 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 blah. And Mitch and Bifa stand beside her. Then we get the other segment where, what happened? Yeah, Rhea fought against Mitch and Bifa, still outnumbered again on SmackDown. I mean, she left Raw, and she came to SmackDown, and it's just the same thing that was just happening. Jade stands tall, over and over again. So it's obvious that Rhea is going to win at Mania. I even want her to win because Jade reign has been awful. It sucked. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, even Tiffany Stratton title defense, like, she held the title for 200 something days and she did a good job. Although, yeah, her promos weren't hitting, her matches weren't bad, I won't lie. I mean, she had what, 10 or 11 defenses, or is it 12? Jade hasn't had much. I mean, Io comes to save the day, Rio is back together, and Jade and her girls, they retreat. Then we get the last segment, on Raw, where Jade and her girls come to attack Rhea and Io, Then Rhea fights back, Io fights back, but the numbers game, they get outmatched, they get outclassed, Jade then makes Io pay and have Rhea watch. They try to do what Gunther did to Jay, when he beats Jimmy, but they failed horribly because they didn't even bust Io open. Jay didn't even lick her blood or anything or rub it all over her body or anything. She just used Tendo sticks on her. While Rhea was just watching the whole time and hit her with the jade and was taunting Rhea saying, "You ain't shit, like you can't do nothing. I mean, at Mania, I'm still gonna be that bitch, blah blah blah." I'll give her credit, her dressing is quite good. I mean, all the dresses she's worn so far has been good. Then we get the other. Then we get the other match. Finn Balor versus Dom. It all started, after Finn caused Dom his IC title and Penta took it from him. Then, Dom gets in his face. Finn drops him. JD tries to, like, get Finn to calm down, but Finn fights Dom. JD then interferes. Liv doesn't even do anything. I mean, she doesn't even help Dom. So it's possible that she could turn on Dom eventually. Then, everyone gangs up on Finn, but Finn still fights back, tries to stand tall, but the numbers game, it catches up to him, they start beating the crap out of him. I mean, this shit would have happened years back, like I think, or should I say, last year or last 2 years. I mean, the long game, the gamer with his bad booking, triple fraud, triple K. They beat Finn Balor, after a couple of splash and stand tall, Then we get the other segment where Finn, comes to attack JD, comes to interfere in Dom's match, and helps Penta, retain while fighting Dom. And he drops Dom, with the sling blade, the double drop kick to the steel post or ring post or whatever. Then he flies and drops both of them, still goes after Dom. I mean, it would have been so much better if Dom had the IC title. That would have been so much better. But now they are fighting for no reason. Why? Because Finn cost Dom the IC title that he held. Then, Dom retreats and JD is left in the ring with Finn Balor. And he becomes the scapegoat, and Finn Balor beats the crap out of him like it wasn't even close. I mean, Finn is a veteran, JD is a rookie compared to him. Then, we get the other segment where Dom comes to attack Finn from behind, before his match against JD. And then, what happened again? They mock him, yeah. Yeah, I think they mock him, yeah. Dom and JD mock him. Is that what happened? Yeah, they did. That Finn Balor's pose, yeah. Then, they beat the crap out of him with steel steps. No, with a steel chair, and Dom, sits on top of the steel chair while Finn Balor neck is stuck and him and JD stand tall. Then we got the third match, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for United States Championship. Trick Williams, meets Nick Aldis, and Nick Aldis then tells him that he's awarding him a match at WrestleMania, and Trick is happy, says he's gonna call his mom, he's gonna call Lash, he's gonna call Lil Yachty, and he's gonna tell none other than Sami Zayn. And he tells Sami Zayn congratulates him. Then Trick Williams is just awesome, man. Like, even the reception, the reaction you got from the crowd, like, this dude is the future. Like, he starts telling Sami, better luck next time, maybe next year, taunting, mocking. I mean, it was funny. Then he starts coming up with names for him and Nick Aldis, Trick and Nick, Trick and A, Trick Nick, whatever. Then Sami comes and drops him I mean, says he's gonna get his spot at Mania. Then we get the match, or should I say, open challenge where Sami Zayn, what happened again? Fights Trick Williams. No, not Trick Williams. Fights Carmelo Hayes, and Trick Williams, tries to interfere by costing Sami Zayn the match and the US title, but it backfires. Instead, Melo loses to Sami, who ducked Trick Williams' attack at him. And honestly, people are pissed the fact that Sami, took Melo's spot at Mania. And Melo called him out for it, saying that the fact that he took my spot at Mania doesn't sit right with me. Nobody wants to see you with that title. I've been carrying this company on my back, and that title. They want to see Melo, and the crowd is chanting, "We want Melo." Honestly, it's too bad. So sad. Would have gotten Trick versus Melo, but now we're getting Sammy versus Trick or whatever. Trick and Lil Yachty are just, at the corner, just watching the whole thing. And Sammy, um, after being asked by Melo for a rematch, gives him a rematch, grants it to him on SmackDown. Then he goes for a handshake. Melo just dips and just leaves him there in the ring. Then Trick, starts taunting Sammy, calling him the gingerbread man. Man, I love Trick, man. Whoop that Trick, man. Then Sammy, gets pissed off and attacks Trick, sends him over the ropes. And Trick is, like pissed off. Then Sammy, like wins the US title after beating Melo in the rematch. And the crowd is just booing. Like, nobody wants to see this dude hold this title. Like, this dude will forever be a jobber. He will forever be a mid-carder. He will never win the big one, like Drew said. Then they mock him, Lil Yachty says Trick Williams, is gonna go up against the gingerbread man. And then Trick drops Sammy, starts stomping the model on him. Hey, shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin, man, one of the greatest of all time. Then, he goes for the trick shot, drops Sammy, and then he grabs the US title. Obviously, Trick Williams is going to take this title from Sami Zayn. This is US title reign is going to be short-lived. It's going to even be shorter than the previous one. Then we got this match, one of the matches I'm excited for, Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. Two beasts, two titans, two behemoths clashing at Mania. I mean, this is one of the biggest match, in fact, that I'm looking forward to at 9-2. It all started, when Oba answered Brock open challenge and hit him with the fall from grace. I mean, Brock made Oba look like $1,000,000, while Poema was just there screaming at the top of his voice, "Brock! Brock!" And Michael Cole was losing it, man. He was like, "Oba's got Brock! Holy shit!" I mean, what a moment for Oba, man. What a WrestleMania moment. Although it's not WrestleMania, but it's heading to Mania. Brock even told him to step on him, and Oba did so by pointing at the sign as well. I mean, the crowd popped. Then we got the other segment where Poema starts calling out the likes of John Cena, Dean Ambrose, The Undertaker, saying that Brock, conquered all of them. He ended The Undertaker streak. He destroyed Super Cena. He took out Dean Ambrose. Took out Daniel Bryan. That he's going to take out the ruler, Obafemi. That Obafemi, the ruler, is going to be conquered by the beast, Brock Lesnar. Then, he drops the mic and Uber, answers the call. He shows up looking for a fight, from Brock. And then They get into the ring and they fight it out. I mean, bruh, this was something else. Brock, man, Brock was dominated in this bout or in this face off. You know, he tried to hit Oba with the F5. Whew. Man, I've been talking for what, like 30 minutes now. This is crazy, man. Then, he gets dropped, sent over the top rope by Oba, and he's looking like he's seen a ghost, like he's been outmatched or outclassed, by the young rising star, you know, and him who is a legend, one of the greatest of all time, is just in awe, like he's shocked. Then we get the third segment where Oba, is in his, Brock is in his fighting gear and he calls out Obafemi, says he should bring his ass to the ring. Oh my god, even Poema's promo, he even cut Poema off by taking the mic from him. Brad, the crowd was just chanting, Oba, 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 and Oba answered the call, and man, I gotta say, man, this was a good segment because Uber was just dropping everybody, dropping security. He even shoved Pierce away. Triple Fraud was booed out of the building when he came to separate these two. And the fans were like, let them fight, let them fight. Give them what they want, give the fans what they want. All you guys do is just con them of their money. How much is seat for WrestleMania 42 front row seat? I think what I heard is $13,000 or is it $15,000 or so. Oh my god, too bad. Then the crowd boos cause Brock retreats. He walks away, and then we get the other segment, after the previous segment where Brock said he's going to end Obafemi. I'll end you, boy. Man, I also Brock put Oba over, honestly. Then moving on. We get the other segment where Obafemi, shows up to sign a contract and the crowd is just chanting, Oba. It's so crazy how this dude has got over. Him and Trick Williams, they are the future. I see them being the next John Cena and Randy Orton, like trading titles. Anyway, moving on, Brock, attacks him. Oba, he sends him into the ring post and throws him into the ring. And they brawl. They even go through table. Like, this was something else. Like, this is according to Santi's app, like, this is ranked as a Hall of Fame match. Bruh. It was crazy, man. The crowd was just loving every minute of it. And they tried to separate them, security again. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You guys can't hold the beast. You guys are not even like WWE superstars. And they separate both of them. But Brock, goes to get his pound of flesh, as well as Oba. And not just that, bruh, what was Triple Fraud even doing here? Like, dude, go back to your gorilla position and keep booking the bad shows until you get fired. We got chairs toss. Then, that's all. We get the other match. Penta versus Jebo Evans versus Rusev versus JD McDonald versus Rey Mysterio. this thing no dey respond though. Jesus. This shit ain't responding. Hi. What the fuck is wrong with this app? Yeah. Well, Penta, like says he wants a ladder match for the IC title, and he's going to go up against Rey Mysterio, Rusev, JD McDonald, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee. Obviously, it's going to be one of the best match, I would say. Rey Mysterio returns and says that one person is missing, and the crowd pops, and he says he spoke to Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce made it official that he will be part of them, and he's going to be in the ladder match. Then they raise each other's hand up and celebrate. So let's see how it all turns out. Yeah.